Hello world, it's me Fabiola. I am here and I don't want to seem like I'm keep coming with the same stuff. It's just that I am beginning to get to the point where I am actually recording videos every day. So you're literally seeing, so as you're watching this is me, like, this is what my thought process is at the time, right? I am very annoyed. I'm so annoyed with life right now. And I'm trying to stay focused or whatever, but to be completely transparent with you, like, one thing that's really, I feel like I've been going through the same situation, not necessarily the same situation, but rather I've been in the same season for a very, very long time. I feel like I'm out in the middle of the desert just wandering. And I want to say wandering, and I think not necessarily wandering, because I learned this terminology last week that made me realize, okay, maybe this is the season that I'm in, and I'm just trying to learn how to continue to grow in the midst of the season. And they call it the season of obscurity, right? Because before I was just like, okay, what lesson is it that I'm missing? What is it that I'm missing? What is it that I'm missing that I'm still here, right? I'll be quite frank with you. Let me explain something to you, right? This is one of the most annoying things, and I don't know if a lot of people can relate to me when I say this. It's a very annoying thing when you're in a jacked up situation, in a sense, right? And you can do something about it, but then again, it's just like, all right, I am going to trust the Lord with all of my heart and all of my understanding. This is through gritted teeth, right? And it's just it's difficult. I have a doctor's degree. But it means nothing. Not to me right now, especially. It means nothing. I have a humongous bill that came along with this awesome education that I have. Hashtag University of Massachusetts Amherst. Wonderful school. Great education. I got my doctor's degree over there. I got my master's degree from Liberty University. I got my second bachelor's degree from New York University, and my first bachelor's degree came from Mercy College. I'm getting my fifth degree at Purdue University. And the thing is that, like, to become a nurse practitioner. And logically, it sounds stupid, right? Why do you keep getting all these degrees and you're racking it up? Because trust me, I have no desire to be in school right now. I really don't, because what would make sense logically is get a job, homie. Like, get a job. Get a job. I got student loans. I owe people money. People, as far as like, I have debt, I'm recently divorced. And it's just like, this is so, oh my God, it's so hard, especially when there's like these opportunities where these jobs are so available. Oh my God, I know I could get this stuff or whatever. And this could alleviate so much of the issues that I'm dealing with. And it's just like, it's just so crazy. My daughter needs another vehicle. We so desperately need another vehicle in our household. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I have no clothes, and I'm sitting here like, because I gave away all my stuff because I lost so much weight or whatever, and that's something that God had told me to do all of this stuff. And that's the thing. I think that there's a message that I listened to by Mike Todd yesterday. Maybe what I need to do is go listen to it over again. And it talks about, like, when God has called you to do something, you know what I mean? Like, He will provide. Now don't get me wrong. Despite everything that I am feeling and I'm so annoyed with right now, right? I will say this. I am well provided. I'm not well, but I'm provided for, right? In the sense that my mortgage has been paid off, like my utilities are paid, like all the main and important bills are paid off. However, there's other things that are, you feel the stretching and the pressure of all the other stuff that's not being paid off, or even just like, man, like, I am, like, my gardener, he came today, and I'm sitting here like, oh my God, I feel like I need to dodge him because I owe the man money. So yeah, all the important bills are paid off, but it's like these little minor bills, like, oh, you know what I mean? Just little stuff like that. It shouldn't be that way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, Lord, like, I feel so bad because I'm sitting here applying for jobs because I'm like, Lord, I'm so sick and tired of this. Like, I'm so sick of this. Doesn't make any sense. This could not possibly be how you want it to be. But at the same time too, like even today as I'm sitting here like having this conversation with him, he was just like, you're doing the same thing that the children of Israel did, like I gave them a judge, I gave them judges, and then for me to be the one to rule over them, but they didn't, like I wasn't enough for them and they wanted a king. And sure enough, I gave them their king. And where did the kings lead them? It led them to straight into a whole other nation because the kings ended up eventually leading them to captivity, right, from another nation, right? That's how they ended up in Babylon and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? And eventually being taken over by the Romans. Because all that stuff happened. This is hard, man. Like, you say stuff like, oh yeah, Lord, like let it be your will be done. And it's just like, yo, this is painful. It's not painful, but rather like extremely uncomfortable. It's not painful. It's just very, very, very uncomfortable. And I know that I can take matters into my own hand, but the reason why I'm scared about doing that is that by doing so, how much longer am I going to prolong this process? This is the reason why the children of Israel was roaming around the desert for 40 years. You know what I'm saying? Because there was that lack of faith that caused them to be walking around the desert for 40 years. And after that, they didn't even end up making it into the promised land. Daggone it. I want my promised land, man. I want to enter into the land of milk and honey. Like, this is real right now, It's just crazy. It really, really is crazy. And I feel like, I think it's a combination of the enemy and just me, like, in my head. And it's just like, I feel like such a loser because it's like, come on. Even as I'm thinking about all this is first world problems, yo. Because I know there's other people out there in this world that's going through way more stuff. That's nothing that irritates me about this whole situation, too, because I'm like, this is, my problems are big, to a certain, big in my mind, but it's like there are other people who are going through worse. And truly, my situation was worse last year because around this time last year, I was about to lose my house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, God provided. He did, but it's another stretching situation. It's like, this is annoying. I'm so tired of being stretched. I'm so tired of being stretched. And there's bigger things out there to be worrying about, to be praying about and stuff like this. There's other people who's going through greater things than me, but it's just like, I can't even get beyond my own self and what I'm going through to be able to pray for other people, And the craziest part is the fact that I'm supposed to be getting ready to go to Africa next week. And it's just, or next week or the week after. And it's just like, oh my God, like, those people probably have, and way less situation than me. And I'm sitting here worrying about minute stuff in comparison. Oh Lord, take the wheel, Jesus, take the wheel. I need to let you take the wheel, and that's what it is. But anyway, this is what I'm just like. I decided I'm supposed to be somewhere else right now, but I didn't want to be around my kids. I ain't gonna lie. All that in my ear, I didn't want to hear it, so I was just like, let me just leave the house or whatever. So I left the house. I'm sitting here in this parking lot, doing my homework. But how did Paul say it? Paul said we just continue to press towards the mark. He will eventually, in Isaiah, it talks about, I think Isaiah 46, he will eventually make the crooked places straight. And in Matthew, he says, don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to take care of itself. Just keep telling myself what the word says. I remember I heard something that said, like, what would it benefit? How crazy would it be that you climbed all the way to the top of the ladder, right? You climbed all the way to the top of the ladder just to realize that your ladder was leaning against the wrong building. Yo, you know how deep that is? And so you're sitting here like, and because that's one of the things I caught myself thinking about yesterday and today as I was sitting here applying for jobs or whatever. I'm like, I just want to see for myself. I want to prove to myself that I can get to this certain place, you know? And then as I'm thinking about it today, as I was sitting here, I'm just like, well, who says that I need to be in this place? According to whose standards? You know, because of what? Because I have these degrees and credentials and, you know, this is just, you know what I mean? Like, why do I have to go by what other people expectations are of me or expected of my credentials? And it's like, this is a part of me that really doesn't care, but at the same time too, there's a part of me that's just like, I just want to be able to prove it to myself that I can do it, that I am capable of doing it. But I guess what I need to do is just change my narrative, which should be like, I need to be, you know, that I can do what God has called me to do, because in the end, ultimately, that is what truly matters, right? Because in the end, what's the point of all of this if you're not accomplishing the very thing that you were created for, right? That makes a lot of sense if you think about it. As I'm talking to you, as I'm talking, like I'm literally getting revelation. So this is what's happening. So I just talking it out, but I mean, makes sense. Oh my God. I'm just so over it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. But I just, regardless of everything, man, God is faithful. And I just need to stand on that faithfulness. I feel like a little kid that just wants to throw herself on the floor and just start throwing a tantrum. Oh God. Like I feel like I stress myself out so much, like my face. Look at this. My face has broken out. It's terrible. It's terrible. And I'm just like, I guess better for my face to be broken out than be catching wrinkles, because my face is too cute. And I'm way too young to be sitting here doing that to myself. And who knows what else I'm doing to my body by doing that. So, but anyway, I just wanted to share with you what I was thinking on this beautiful, hot, not hot, but hot enough May in beautiful Georgia. Till next time, I hope that helps somebody.